fantastic to meet so many trainers that I've been following on Facebook and in touch with on Facebook for such a while, and it's great to come and see like-minded trainers using similar methods to myself, getting great results and giving people real information, real knowledge that's actually going to help people long-term moving forward past problems that they've probably been coping with for years and not all necessarily coping very well. Just to see dogs in 2 days walking with other dogs when they couldn't be around them before, relaxing in crates when they were panicking in crates before, understanding rules and boundaries, understanding both positive and negative side of things, and literally just getting a clear conversation from everyone. And it's just fantastic to see them all coming together and having a great time, all the people meeting each other, getting to share their problems and kind of feel like they're not on their own, because that's kind of how everyone ends up feeling when they're stuck with a dog that's got a lot of issues. You feel like this is the worst thing in the world, and everyone gets to come here and see, look, everyone's the same, and everyone can get help when we take on board realistic training methods.
We came to the seminar this weekend because Angus has dog reactivity issues, and I wanted to learn techniques how to deal with them better. The weekend has been fantastic. We've learned lots of new tools and have ideas and homework to do at home, so it's really been invaluable to us, and I would highly recommend it to anyone, even if their dog is just a little bit excitable. There's so much information, so much that you can take away and work with your dogs at home, so it's been a fantastic weekend.
I've been here for the weekend. The reason I'm here is that I own a dog with some kind of issues that I wasn't sure how to deal with. I've tried other types of training and the issues just didn't go away, so I was aware of e-collars and so forth, and I want to know how to use them properly before I start using them. That's the reason I was here. What the weekend has done for me has really enlightened me as to what I can and can't do with an e-collar, with a prong collar, what I can and can't do with my dog, and how to properly govern and train my dog to do what I want it to do. The two trainers, I think, has been a revelation for me. Both Sean and Jeff, although they do the same types of training, they actually do it in slightly different ways, and to see both of them train with dogs has been absolutely enlightening for me as well.
About this, I've been following Jeff and Sean for a couple of years now, learned so much, but to actually see them come to the seminars and see them for real handling the dogs, it's just second to none, absolutely second to none. Seeing the videos is great and they put so much information out there, but you know, to actually see it in real life, it's just absolutely amazing. Yeah, pick so much up, and from this, that's what I'm going to take away, is the actual feeling that you get when you come here and you just see them handling the dogs. I've just learned so much, and I thought I knew quite a bit, but I mean, to take away from what I've taken away from here is just incredible.
I came up here to just gain confidence in the know-how to learn how to, because I want to go into training. I board and I walk dogs already. I wanted to step into the training, so this has given me the confidence to go home and get that ball rolling.
Sean worked personally with my dog today and addressed issues that, as a handler, I'm not able to do on my own. And there isn't another trainer in the country apart from Roddy Kirk who would address these issues. My dog's alive because of balance training. Otherwise he would have been advised to be put down a long time ago. He's turned into a wonderful dog, a family dog, a pack walker off lead, and a leader of the pack sometimes on the walk. And I can't recommend balance training, Roddy Kirk, Jeff Gelman or Sean O'Shea enough. And people have to step up to the plate and realise you have to have consequences if you're going to have a safe dog. And that saves the dog's life. And I think the dog's life's more important than anyone else's ego. So step up, people, and get into balance training.
What have we learned? We've actually learned quite a lot this weekend. A lot more information than I thought I was aware of. And a lot of people have also learned a lot more information about the tools we use and how good the tools actually are if they're used correctly. So I'll go away from here this weekend with a lot more knowledge, a lot more understanding of the tools, and hopefully pass that knowledge on to clients out there and normal dog owners, so they get the best out of their pets or dogs, and so they can move forward and get positive outcomes at the end of the day.
I've spent the last probably 3.5 years looking at all training types, from positive reinforcement to e-collar reinforcements to all of that across the board. And the one area that I had no expertise on, and why I came along to Jeff and Sean's seminar is because of the prong collar and its perceived cruelty. So I got the opportunity yesterday to use a prong collar for the first time. And yes, I understand that you could have that used as a tool that might harm an animal, but the truth of the matter is there's almost no pressure on the situation, and with that the dog falls into line much more quickly, and in that regard it's actually shown me that it can be used as quite a good tool if used positively and effectively. So there's a whole irony there, really, isn't there? So that's probably the biggest bit that I've taken so far from the 2-day seminar, that prong, having had no experience of it and having used e-collars for over 10 years and having been in clicker training and having done all of that, the prong was the bit that I didn't know anything about, and when I've now experienced it, again, my prejudices, and it was my emotional prejudices, have now just completely dissipated because of that very situation. So thumbs up, Sean and Jeff.
And the seminar has just been pretty mind-blowing. 2 very intense days of just tackling all types of problem behaviours throughout the concept of balanced training. The way Sean put it across is just so professional, light-hearted, in a very calm and balanced way. And it's not only just for people who have problem dogs, but for people like me who are dog trainers. Helps us brush up on our skills and really believing in what we do and doing what we believe in. So I've taken a huge amount from this weekend. Probably, not to over-exaggerate, probably the best weekend of my life. And I really mean that. I have a very nice life, but this is something else, and I think more people should jump on this and learn from 2 very, very clever people.
We just didn't think Steve was smiling enough.
Yeah.
So
Did I not smile? I felt a bit nervous.
I had to come over here to make sure that you were smiling enough.
You better put this bit on. See what I mean?
Yes, that's awesome.